What's up, everybody? Hello. My DK1 at TKL just arrived. Ooh, Esuppy, let's go. Holy Lord, I saw Fried in the mirror and almost passed out from how cute he was looking. Same here. I can say the same thing. Truly. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Is it Mr. Chozo's birthday? Is it today? Hello, hello. But yeah, this build's for Chozo actually today. Just picked up a new Bauer light with the KeyGeek Y2s. Hyped. I actually also just picked up some new switches. Not quite the KeyGeek ones, but I'm also hyped. That's the joke? Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. You saw me in the mirror? Do you have a camera following me? Yeah, I do. A whole crew. You just haven't seen them yet. I'm typing on an IV Works board today. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. It's been a little while since I built this board, so I don't know. What's the pretty board? The prototype for me and Bull's new board. But it's a very rough prototype, and also for some reason my backspace while I was using it today started being kind of weird. So I actually have to figure out what's going on with it. I think it's set to nothing now. Yeah, what the hell? It got set to nothing. The whole layout got set to... What the hell? I have to redo the whole entire layout. That's so weird. Backspace. Okay, and then... That's so strange. My whole layout got reset. Love the chamfers? Thank you! Very proto. Here, I'll show you guys. Hi, everybody. Yeah, here's the board. It's very rough, and there's going to be lots of changes. But this is me and Bull's new prototype. Well, this is the old prototype. You've seen this before, guys. We actually are getting the ball rolling with it, hopefully this week. Or I guess next week. So, without spoiling too much, but also spoiling some stuff, there'll be a lot of physical changes on the board. This is just the shape, and we wanted to make sure the internals worked okay. And then also, it'll be kind of like a lot of the more recent boards. Funny enough, all this stuff lined up. It's going to be gasket mount. We're going to be doing pour-on gaskets. So we're kind of taking a step back and not doing silicone stuff. We want to go with pour-on again. Hence the nice sound signature to this. But it's also going to have a lot of those newer features that you guys have seen, where you can basically stick any almost any 60% board PCB you want inside the board, because it's going to have those adapters, the USB-C adapters, like you've been seeing. No unfinished, or sorry, no bion bolts. It'll all just be screws everywhere you can see. As you guys can tell, there are some nice screws on this board. I don't think we're going to be offering O-ring in this, but...
alexotos sip.
I don't know, I think it turned out good. We're already happy with the sound, so... Thank you, Chozo. I appreciate your tier 1. I mean, it's definitely inspired a little bit by the Manta, but it's going to have a lot of different design cues that I think you guys will really appreciate. So, yeah. I mean, like, again, we haven't even seen the final build because we're still waiting on the next set of prototypes. The big thing is we wanted a cherry lip. So we have a cherry lip. We wanted to have very, like, solid looking, like, lines everywhere on the board, so it's a bit more aggressive. We keep iterating on the name. We haven't really thought of one yet, but we wanted to go with standard silicone dot feet. We wanted to go with, I mean, it says Manta here, but this is a prototype. I'll eventually give this away, by the way. We went with industrial looking screws, just like visible screws everywhere possible. The USB-C is pretty hidden, which is nice. You won't even have to see it from the bottom, and it kind of sits nicely underneath everything, so it's kind of hidden. But it is cool. And then the idea this time is, see the little pillars? The pillars are actually going to be part of the bottom case, opposed to the Manta, where it was a bit more like flush with the fin, because the Manta had a lot of curves So this is going to be just a singular piece, which allows us to make really fun fins, basically, if you want to call it that, where we can just make a whole bunch of different ones. You screw it in with 4 screws, and then voila, you have a new keyboard. Well, a new style to the keyboard. So it's not going to be compatible, no. I mean, it's a different size anyways. Mamba, thank you so much for the tier 1. But yeah, do you guys like this like really raw, shitty aluminum look? What do you guys think of this really crappy aluminum look? Yes. I don't even know what to call this, by the way. I think this is like sandpaper. Whatever this is in the back. I have no clue. But it looks neat. Love it, yeah? I mean, guys, we don't even know if we're happy with the next set of prototypes yet. This is not going to be like the Manta. The Manta, we did 1 round of prototyping, and we got super lucky. This is not going to be 1 round of prototyping. I mean, this is the first prototype. There's already going to be another prototype we're working on. It should be Venom 60 compatible as well, yes. Do you have a goal with this board? My goal with the board, and I'm sure Bull shares the same sentiment, was let's make it compatible with almost every 60%
Add some
PCB.
Cyrillic
Or
text
as many
to
as
the
we
bottom
can.
and you have yourself a proper brutalist board.
Thank you, AMD, for the bits. Yeah, we could do that too. That'd be funny. But the whole idea was just to make it like compatible with as like many PCBs as we possibly could. I think my ideology right now is like, this is a very personal thing. I have a lot of 60% PCBs. I love 60% boards. But I have a lot of PCBs sitting in a cabinet. You guys can't see, it's off camera. It's sitting in a cabinet in which doesn't see the light of day. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with half of them. My idea was, me and Bull both thought this was fun. Why don't we just make this compatible with like, not every 60%. Obviously, there are going to be some we can't. But like, for example, if I wanted to stick one of my wooding PCBs or like one of my Venom PCBs or something else, I want to be able to put it in here. But then like the challenge was how. And then luckily, as we were thinking about that, a lot of the new like USB extenders were coming out. So we got kind of lucky in a way. Technically, Pogo Pin will be out of the question. Is there ever case / board compatible with more PCBs so they don't sit collecting dust? Yeah, I mean, that's the whole goal. I think a lot of cases have been doing it these days. The Tofu kind of is doing it. But the Gerhard's doing it as well. But yeah, I think this will look good on the desk. I already love the shape. I love having a cherry lip on the front. I don't know why. I feel like I don't have a lot of 60% with nice cherry lips. So that'll be nice too. But yeah, anyways, that's the general shape of the keyboard in case you guys are interested. But now for Chozo's board. I have to double check. I don't have batteries still for my stupid calipers thing still, so I'm still waiting. All right, now to shorten the stream, because if I didn't do this stream would have been probably 6 hours. I did remove all of the, well, my girlfriend actually helped me with this. We removed all of the, Gingy, I would have loved to stream 6 hours, but not at 7 p.m. And today we were doing, actually I was really busy with work today. I removed all of the paper off of the acrylic here. However, I really don't remember how to build this board. So this is going to be still a little bit probably of a lengthier stream. But yeah, I really don't remember. This is the, if you guys want to know what we're building for Mr. Chozo today, this is the Works board. I don't know if this is just the pure acrylic version. I'm assuming so. Oh, we missed one here. We get to see you fail to peel in frustration. Man, you remember the days where acrylic was like, stacked acrylic was the thing? And we just sit here peeling on stream for like literally 3 hours. Yeah, I don't want to remember those days. So this is the IV Works. Although I don't know if this is technically the AV4, is it? Oh yeah, it is the AV4. IV Works. I do miss stacked acrylic builds. I do. I think they are quite cool. Thank you, Chief. Appreciate you, man.
Hello, hello. Hope
and
you are
yeah, I'm
having
not
a nice
sure.
weekend.
Is it Saturday today? Oh yeah, it is Saturday today. Honestly, Chief, I've been working since I got up, so I have not had the chance to enjoy a Saturday today. Make sure you get this. What's this? Oh, the Alice Bay. Can this go on this keyboard? Oh man, I remember this PCB, dude. Chozo sent me a bunch of boards, and they're all a little bit older. Oh my god, look at this PCB. Why is the focus jumping like that? I have no clue. I'm so sorry, guys. The focus is being a little bit funky. Let me just put I don't know. Let me just put something in the middle here so the camera has something to focus on. Older equals better? Yeah, I would say it's a lot more fun in some aspects. I've been grinding the Assassin's Creed collab event on Division. Yeah, I saw that actually on Esoft or whatever. I've been playing TFT, and honestly, guys, I think I'm over TFT at this point. I've been playing the new the event or whatever. Dude, I cannot deal with it. It's so... The current ranked one is good, but the event is so broken, dude. Thank you for the content, so soothing. I appreciate you, Wild. Thank you guys for being here. What did I not like about my first prototype? Well, I don't think me and Bull didn't like anything about it. One thing we didn't like, actually, which we changed. Damn, I didn't know you guys were interested. See this? This is extremely sharp. We removed that, so that's going to be more flushed out and rounded. So we got rid of that, and I do believe there were some other small things we've flushed out more. And then, like I said, there are some design elements we've now added to the board. And then there might be, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure there's a few internal changes. So I would say our first prototype ended up being pretty good. But there's still stuff we had to prototype afterwards. We just wanted to see if this case, without any design flares or anything, worked and sounded good. Overall, I would say... I'm going to unplug it. I'm pretty happy with it. This is exactly the sound signature I like. It's granite switches and I think a cherry spacebar. Actually, I don't remember now. So it's exactly the... Oh no, it's a milky yellow spacebar. Don, how are you, man? I think I saw you in Discord yesterday night or something. Hello, how are you? Dude, look at this PCB. Isn't this PCB something? Look at this. Isn't that kind of weird? But also super cool at the same time. How do you like it compared to the Manta? The Manta, truthfully, I mean, hard to compare right now because it's a first round prototype. The Manta looks like a very expensive board in comparison to this. Because of the curves and all the stuff we've done to the fin. Cool. I'm excited. KB, thank you, man. Appreciate you. The PCB's not moldy, guys. I pinky swear, bro. Is it? Chozo, you sent me a moldy PCB? This Chozo guy, dude. Alright, so what layout are we doing? I think we have a pretty fixed layout, right? So we're doing 5 stabs, all to you. It's pretty fixed. There's not a whole hell of a lot we can do. It's patina! As a designer, are you interested in experimenting with other case materials? The answer is yes. It may happen on this one, but that might be our next thing we looked to do. There are some different finishes we're actually going to be experimenting with this one here. And I'm going to say experimenting very loosely. It's been 4 years. It has been. All right, I guess let's just start doing some stabs. By the way, guys, announcement. This came in the mail today. 204. Okay. I have never used 204 before. Don't ask why I got the whole thing. Honestly, I thought there would be a more stark difference between 204 and 205. I would say minimal. So I'm doing some cherry switches with the 204. Yeah, Novel Keys hooked me up with it, so... one thing I am going to notice... Okay, some things I'm noticing, rather. Consistency-wise, it applies almost exactly the same to me. I had 205 and the 204 sitting like side by side, and I was experimenting exactly the same almost. However, even if I apply the same amount, the 204 definitely has more of a thinness to it. I would say the 204 is more reminiscent of 3204. But, and this is kind of where I have to experiment. I don't know why this is, because I have a whole thing of 3204 sitting here as well. Compared to some of the cherry switches, because I have a bag full of cherry switches with 3204. These sound a smidge bassier. Same spring, same films. These new batches with the 204 sound a little bit more bassier. I don't obviously know everything with all this, but this kind of maybe is a middle ground between 3204 and 205 maybe. I am liking it though. I'm definitely can tell that like it's a bit scratchier. It doesn't need to be, what I've found is as precise maybe as 205. With 205, I find the moment I over apply, it becomes like no scratch, nothing. It kind of kills the switch a little bit. So maybe a little bit more forgiving. Definitely not as deep as something like 205, but very, very close. Very close. So, excited to get a whole batch done and try it. I've only done 24 switches. That's all I've done. Oops, why is there a sword? What happened? Y'all shout out that guy for real? What happened? What's going on? Without direction? What's going on? Who's that? Insty, what's going on, man? 204 won't separate. It's very stable and does not migrate. Yeah, okay, and Weish is onto something there too. And I don't know this for sure. Obviously, I'm still doing a lot of research. 204, I don't think has ever been used much in the hobby. My 3204, man, is literally, I have to mix it every single time I use it. So it does migrate relatively fast, I would say. So I'm excited about the 204. I think this is almost exactly what I've been kind of looking for in like a lubricant, something a little bit thinner. Now that I can't find like GS2 or GS1 because, again, I don't know all the specifics with that, but so I think maybe I can convince Novel Keys to run some 204, but I'm pretty happy with the 204. Pretty damn happy with it so far. All right, let's take out some stab stuff. I misclicked. You're all good, brother. Without directions, getting that free shout out right now, dude. Did you sneeze on the PCB? No, it's mold. This is asbestos, actually. It's asbestos and black mold, all mixed together with a little bit of paint. We're going to be doing the NV70 tomorrow. The new plate never ended up coming in, unfortunately, but we're going to be using it anyways. I've been trying the new Loctite grease, and it smokes Loctite. Oh wait, which one, Weish? Not Loctite, the new dielectric. Which one? I want to know. I want to be part of this conversation. 5. So let's just clip these for now, and we'll get the next part. Don't worry, guys. Alex got the asbestos from my apartment ceiling. Yeah. Everyone's been sending it in. It's been so nice. Man, the Canada Computers breach is crazy. Dude, I don't know if you guys saw that announcement I made like last week or 2 weeks ago. I haven't shopped, thank God, from Canada Computers in a long time. But holy shit, I've never even heard of a web credit card skimmer that goes on your website. And I had to educate myself for that one there. Canada Computers is a fucking mess, dude. Their website stinks too. But crazy. People were getting their credit cards ripped off from shopping at like one of Canada's more hobbyist computer stores, or maybe more of like a normie store now, but crazy. Basically it's like Canada's version of Micro Center. They had a breach on their credit card payment system where there was a skimmer on the web page. So a bunch of hackers were getting people's information. But absolutely nuts, dude. I bought a monitor online a month back. So far, so good, thankfully. And you know what's wild, too? That they didn't announce it. Because apparently they knew about it. Can you link me that privately, Weesh? No, not Canada Tire. How long were they skimming? I think it was like 3 or 4 months. I can't remember the exact time frame, but someone found out and then put it on Reddit. Again, I had no clue that, like, I thought maybe you get a virus and get your shit stolen, or maybe like the website gives you a virus. I didn't know online skimmers were a thing. But thank God, like I said, I do not shop from Canada Computers. The last time I shopped from Canada Computers was 2023. And I had to go buy small computer parts stuff. I don't know how that's a thing. Honestly, Insty, I was confused too. Like, my thought process would be it'd be like a fake page or something. Some guy on Reddit broke the news that CBC picked up on it. CC only reported on it then. Dude, the fact that they knew about it and didn't report on it is wild to me, dude. It was from... Really? It was from 12/29 to 1/22? For some reason, I thought they said it was November. It was just on guest checkout? That's crazy. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, I think I posted all the details, DNA, in my news section. So if you want to go look at it more, but definitely keep an eye on your credit card if you shop from them. What's good, Plastic? How you doing? Yeah, there it is. Jure posted it. So wild, dude. So wild. Ball spin. I actually don't think I have the ball spin here, so I'm going to give you a pen pop. Oh, wait, I can do the other ball. Hold on. I'll give you both. I used this sound effect in a video today. Spinner balls? Huh? Here, we'll do this ball today. Curious, I saw your vid on the Vela with the Venom HE. How do you like the software with the PCB versus Wooding's web app? Okay, Wooding's web app is unmatched in terms of just how nice it is. It has a nice user interface. It's easy to pick up and learn. The Venom app's a little bit more crude, but it does basically all the same things. We're getting both balls? Huh? I wonder if fellow Canadian Linus has talked about the Canada Computers thing. I don't know, man. The moment I learned about it, I put it in my Discord. I have no clue if Linus talked about it or not. I like some of Linus's stuff. I don't go to him for computer news anymore, though. I go to him for slightly entertaining videos where I might learn a thing or two about some niche project. I don't use him for reviews. I'll tell you right now. I can't really take what he says super serious. Remember that time they promised to not make any too many goddamn videos a week? Oh yeah, they still post a shit ton of stuff. Jake's quitting LTT video was sad to watch. I haven't watched it. It's on my, like, I'm going to watch it today sort of thing, but I'm probably going to watch it tonight. Tech Source. Which one's Tech Source? I saw his cables, and I'm curious about the USB cables. Oh, those really good cables or whatever they're making, or I don't know. What's wrong with Linus? I mean, Linus has had his fair share of like mini dramas over the year. But I don't know. I just don't really care to watch him for reviews. Been watching for a while. First time seeing the stream. Thank you. I appreciate you. Is it Chody? Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. Quite the week in the Kiwa hobby for that too, eh? It definitely has been. I personally don't think it's like what happened in Keebs. I don't want to be drama reporter, but basically emotions ran high for some news that broke out, which in all honesty, I understand. You know, the closure of one's company could be very personal to someone, but at the end of the day, I don't think it needed to be dealt with the way it was dealt with. And obviously that caused more emotions to kind of bubble up. Ultimately, though, it was just the Control group. And I say just because it wasn't like Control was a vendor. It was a kind of like management team. And, you know, they did their job. They ran projects, and I think they ran well. But it wasn't like they ran off of people's money or anything like that. Or it was basically like I mean, here's the thing, guys. If you guys aren't super into like the fine details of like how keyboard projects are ran, you probably haven't heard of them. But it was like a middle. Again, I'm not trying to be rude. It was like a middle ground for like organizing designers into getting their boards ran, like a fast track, you could say. At the end of the day, it doesn't really affect any of us all that much. That's kind of where me personally, I just didn't think it was super crazy important. That wasn't like, you know, the news broke and then I was like, okay. So basically what Annette just said. Yeah, they definitely held accountability. I will give them credit there. They definitely held accountability for vendors and manufacturers, but like I said, it's not like it's the end of the world.
Hello, Mr. Alex Wiggly Toes.
Hello.
Today we have a small science lesson. Did you know? Krytox GPL grease stands for General Purpose Lubricant and was primarily developed for bearing applications where grease is required to be non-conductive. GPL typically ranges from 200 to 227. The G allocation in 205 G0 stands for the NLGI rating, which is an industry standard for grease thickness essentially. Part 1 of 2.
Oh shit, okay, I did not know that. I just thought GPL was just like the code name they gave it. Didn't even know that stood for something. I mean, dude, that's crazy cool. I love learning stuff like this. But outside of that, was there other drama that I missed? I thought it was just the one drama. Like I said, I didn't even really consider that drama.
NLGI rating ranges from 000, which is very runny, all the way to 6, which is kind of like a crumbly cheddar cheese. 205 G0 reads as 205 grade 0. More info on grease later. Lesson concluded.
Dude, I appreciate it. Even the AI knew what the G0 meant. That's crazy. Dude, we need a whole YouTube video on this. There was other dramas. Oh boy. I don't know, man. My best piece of advice I can give you guys from someone... Actually, you know what? Do you guys want to hear me like rant about shit? I don't know. There was more I don't know. I knew about the one thing. I know about some other stuff, but most of it's like pointless. literally why we're here. Okay, my best piece of advice is, for some reason, I'm going to talk about myself here for a moment. Ever since I started doing keyboard content, I've always been kind of the poster boy for being made fun of. Since day one, even before I took my very first prototype build, even when I was building my own stupid keyboards, people would make fun of me, saying either I liked everything or make fun of the way I look or something. I don't know why. I've just always had it. I've always had it on, like, a target on my back for some weird reason. I think the best way to avoid feeling shitty all the time is to take the drama, put it here, and this is not just for me, this is for everything. Put it here, and just let it rot. And this includes people being content creators, people who, whatever, like, people consume the drama. It's just not worth it. It is legitimately so stressful to read about drama, even when I'm not involved. It's so stressful to even read about it. And then it becomes even more stressful. I think the real stressful part is when it's not even a topic that affects everybody. It just affects, like, the person and what they did. My best piece of advice, don't go looking for it. And I'm talking about drama, not like actual problems that matter. I'm talking about bullshit stuff. Just leave that shit to rot, dude. Don't even give that shit attention. These days, bro, I have this, like, weird thought in the back of my head too. These days, I don't even trust drama. I feel like most drama is made up so people get eyeballs on themselves. That's just my tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, but I'm gonna be real, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think half that shit's made up anyways. But just leave it. Let it rot. Call it a day. Again, there are actual problems and, other things, and how people handle themselves is definitely important too. I don't disagree there. But man, sometimes it's just too much. Are you made up to get eyeballs on you? I'm not even real, dude. Fried in chat? I am his AI model. He developed me about 6 years ago. What happened to the AV3 you had a few years back? I never owned one, but I was given them to build by other people. VTuber confirmed. Alex and Bird's not real? Yeah. Ain't even a little bit. Ain't even a little bit, dude. 6 years is incredibly early for AI. Fried has money. He is incredibly wealthy. Fried's actually the person who developed all of the AI. Fried in chat. He's not here right now because he's probably looking at himself in the mirror like he told us before. But they took the plastic out of dental floss because of microplastics, and now it's awful. I suck with using the actual floss. I use those pick things, which I got told by the dentist, actually, they're not very great. Not that I have many problems with, like, cavities or anything, but I honestly forgot about the website, but still seems like it doesn't get integrated at all with their videos/reviews. Which website? Sorry, OTY? Hello, Alex. If I may tease tomorrow, envious, the NV70. So, cool thing about the NV70 we're going to be doing tomorrow is I actually have four, I think, or 4 or 5. I asked for some extras because I want to give some to you guys. So I'll build one, and then we'll figure out some other fun days to build them all up, and then we'll just give them away. How does that sound? Does that sound swell? But they're much easier to use, the little floss sticks. That's what I said too. Dude, can I be real with you? The water flosser, maybe I'm just stupid. I make such a mess using that thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to close my... but then I don't see where I'm water picking. I've never been good at using it. I don't know what it is. I stink at using it, dude. Yeah, the water one. That's so real. Do you have the problem using it too? Also, Box, how you doing, man? You're supposed to drink the water, of course. Do you guys do it? But the thing is, in the shower, I feel weird doing it, man. Can you build on the NV70 with the extended plate? If I have one, we'll see. I don't know what plates I have because they made a point of saying that I'm maybe missing some plates. So, use a water pick in the past, but it broke pretty quickly. Oh, like the machine died? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I am sure it's a me problem, but when I use the water pick, I spray everywhere. No. You're on the same boat as me, okay? Me and you, we're like two peas in a pod when it comes to that. I just spray it all over, and then I literally think I'm just like, all right, I must be stupid. And no, I haven't met anyone else with that problem, so maybe it's just me and Obi-Wan. I'm doing good, Legend. What about you? I'm doing okay today. I can't complain. Getting through life. Trying to sell a few cameras just because gotta put some money towards other stuff, some other bills. So selling some cameras, might sell some lenses too. Not to you guys, but like just trying to get rid of them through like some of the camera stores. But oh, let's hear it, Chozo. I find that it's very much a learning curve. I have to wrap my lips around it and go slowly. I mean, I tried that too. I tried closing my mouth, but I feel like I'm not getting like the areas I need clean. I don't know. Maybe I need to give it another go. Maybe I really just need to slow down and like learn it again, you know? Much appreciated if you get the plates. I'll try my best. After many years of trying to make this POS work, I finally ordered a new mic interface. Which mic, Flick? It sounds interesting. If you get a lilac color NV70, if you're willing to show the colors, I'll show you guys all the colors. I don't know what colors we got. I think I saw one. I think it was gray, but I know they sent some fun colors too. Oh wait, I think I missed something. I saw your recent video on the Tofu 65 3.0, and it was amazing. It was so good with the carbon fiber blade. I'm on the fence with the Tofu 65 3.0 and the Neo 60 Core Plus. I still think you're not going to beat the Neo 65 Core Plus in terms of like raw value. You're not. Like it's I feel like that feat is very, very difficult. It is not crazy more expensive, but I do feel you might get a better experience overall with the Tofu. Despite it being a bit more expensive. I did find the Neo 65 Core Plus, it has a lovely sound signature, but it really kind of sticks to one sound signature, which is brighter, which is, I love it. It's perfect for me. But if you did want some other sound signatures and maybe some different feeling options, I would go with the Tofu. I think the Tofu at that point there is kind of a no-brainer. But again, if you like the sound signature that I normally do here on stream, you're probably going to like the Neo 65 Core Plus. Also to consider, the Tofu does have a more clean aesthetic. It is very simple and I think very timeless. So please consider that as well when you're considering your board purchase. Neo boards are so great for louder, brighter sound signatures, especially their core lineup. Their core lineup is fantastic for that. So good. Meanwhile, I'm here rebuilding my Mode 65. Oh, dude, the V1's so good, though. I like Mode's OG stuff. I do like it. Tofu 60 was my first custom back in the day. Had to pick up a Tofu 60 3.0. I think you did a good job picking it up. I mean, dude, I'm going to be real with you. I tried so many configurations with Tofus. These new Tofus, I've never done this like so quickly too. I tried so many configs. I think the carbon fiber plate's the best plate. For my preferences anyways. But yeah, the carbon fiber plate was kind of insane. Kind of weird that I even say that, because normally I'm not a carbon fiber guy. I picked up the Tofu TKL and I absolutely loved it. The TKL was amazing too. I mean, it essentially is a 3.0. So my first board was gonna be a Tofu, but I bought a Bakaneko thing. I thinking I got a tofu and got surprised. How did that happen? How did that mix-up go? Doesn't the tofu look like a little number 265? Slightly. A little bit. It's a more squared off one for sure. It definitely is a bit more squared off. Wait until we have the maple syrup plates? No, dude. I still want the dual plates. If I could get dual plates in the tofu 60 and 65, I'd be one happy man. Just give me the dual plates, bro. Also, guys, thank you again for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for the follows, the bits, the subs, everything. I hope everyone's been staying safe and warm. It's been a cold week, dude. It's been cold. I had to go out today and even yesterday just to run errands, like go pick up parcels and stuff. And, you know, I take transit and stuff, and holy shit. Today was not as bad, but yesterday was cold. But there were a few moments today, even bundled up, I was freezing my ass off. But thanks everyone for being here and just supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it, guys. I have the Neo Ergo, but not with me right now. It's somewhere in my thing here. Ninja, thank you so much for using your Prime. I really appreciate Bezos. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. Personally, Mode and Neo boards sound the same to me when they have aluminum plates. However, I think Neo blows Mode out of the water in terms of having a lot more variety in their designs. I also attribute that to Neo just has so many boards.
Best year ever.
Thank you, Prof. I really appreciate the Prime. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Imagine having to go out to smoke at this temperature. So glad I quit. Oh, man. I'm happy you did too, man. Yeah, for me, I had to just go pick up packages, and that was brutal today. It was nice when the sun was out. There was a moment or two where I was, like, walking in the sun, and I was like, okay, this is this is nice. And then I wasn't in the sun, and I'm like, this fucking stinks. No, Alex, thank you for not being boring. Oh, you guys think I'm not boring? Oh, that's real kind of you guys. Mode has been cooking, though. They have been quiet, but you're right. They have been cooking. I have not seen what they've been cooking, just as an FYI, but they have been cooking. What hoodie do I have on? The Fragment one? I don't like this hoodie, though. It's too small now. Yeah, it's the Pikachu one. I was wearing my merch, and then I also was wearing the the Teja sweater. Those I like, but this one here is just because all the other ones are dirty now. This one here shrunk so much over the years, and I've had sweaters that are much older not do that, so I don't know. Also, I think this one here has also been like the black in this sweater has been like fading slowly. So it's kind of like graying in some areas. I don't know, man. JN and Zed, thank you so much for the subs. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's also been pulling in some areas too. Like, look, even this has been fading. And I don't really go out with this. Fading. This I don't mind when it cracks a little bit, but...
Hope all is well. Stay warm.
Dude, I agree. We all need to stay warm. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the sub, bro. Thank you. Oh, man. Josh, thank you so much for using your Prime here, too, man. That's very kind. Thanks, guys. It's snowing in the coastal South Carolina, which is where I live. It's going to be 20 Fahrenheit, which is the coldest it's been in over 25 years. What is that in Celsius? It sounds cold, actually. Any recommendations on weights for the Tofu 65? Options were alu and copper. You know, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I've only tried the copper. The copper sound real good. If you have the extra money to throw at copper, I'd say get it. But if not, I can't see the aluminum being bad. I think the plate really matters a lot here. Oh, it's like -10. -10's cold. We've been having in and around negative... I mean, I think the other day we had -20 Celsius. But we've had like -10. I think today was like in and around -13. And even for me, like that's cold. It's chilly. Definitely bundle up. Don, thank you so much for 3 months in advance, dude. Very kind, very kind. I appreciate the love, dude. I also hope everyone is staying warm in this cold-ass weather. It's hot here in SoCal. I don't know if it reads, but hopefully it'll read. My dorm has been 27? That sounds terrible. Let me look at this Weesh. I'm actually curious about this dielectric grease. Weesh, did you message me on Discord or Twitch? I see no messages. It's so bad, bro. My dorm has no AC. Oh shit, so that's why? I thought maybe they just cranked the heat. That sucks. Does anyone know if the original GMK Nerve is ever going to be run again? That's a good question. I'm not sure. There's a lot of stuff running this week. Oh, let's see. Okay, I'm going to keep this open. Interesting. Oh, this isn't even that bad in terms of price. Okay. It's called Leisurely Jazz. So right now we have, it's a whole bunch of random things. I can send you guys the link to the playlist afterwards. I've been, dude, not gonna lie, I'm getting kind of back into the city pop. You know what's weird? I'm getting back into city pop and country. But city pop when I work. Thing is, I can't find any good city pop to play that's like royalty free that I can play on stream without being like DMCA'd. So I might have to do that thing where I just don't have music when you watch back the VODs, which I really don't want to do. So right now I'm sticking to this. Pass on the country? Well, I wouldn't make you guys listen to country. I like country. Where's my dielectric? Listening to the last NK stream, Mike is relentless. He keeps making me want to swipe. What do you mean? What does he want to... Why is that? I'm confused. VOD need music? Do the VODs need music? I think so, right? Try Tool. And you pinned that. I don't know if that'll work. How did sanding the Gearhorn go? I only did a little bit. And then I don't want to talk about it, man. I fucked up so bad on something. Not on the keyboard. The keyboard's turning out cool. So, when I was doing it last night, stupid me was doing it over my desk pad. And I had the little cork pad, but I wasn't paying attention. And I was sanding part of the keyboard, and like the dust or whatever, I don't know. Because I had the little filter thing on, it like moved this way and like totally fucked up my nice desk pad. So I'm the desk pad's on the floor cleaning, but unfortunately because it's like a powdered color, I think that desk pad's fucked. I'm going to try washing the whole thing next, but I'm real bummed about it. Dude, something was telling me, just remove the desk pad. I'm like, no, it'll be okay. But you guys want to see it so far? I've only done like 4 minutes of sanding. I actually have 3 things I'm going to do to it to sand and make it look more worn out. I'm also going to paint it. I already asked Bull if I could do it all. He said, do whatever the fuck you want. So this is... Here, I'll show you this. This is what I've done so far. So essentially, I am wearing out more of the lettering over here. Kind of giving it kind of like some streaks of just sandpaper. Because I'm also going to hit it with some other tools as well. I think that already looks so cool. Having it a little bit more light around the letters. It makes the letters pop more. And then I've been hitting the edges with this, again, you're going to see some streaks that I'm not done. But I'm going to like buff it all out too. But I'm going to hit all the edges with just me basically sanding out all the edges too. Really just, yeah, steel wool's coming up next too. Really just hitting it all with like making it look worn. I'm probably gonna have to coat it, yeah. Without the clear coat, it'll scratch like crazy. Yeah. It'll be fun. I really just want to make this thing look like it's been through like hell. So I've never done something like this. So right now I'm hand sanding it. Next thing I'm going to hit it with a fine like wool thing. And then the last thing I'm going to do is actually use this like polishing rotary tool that I have to kind of give it more worn out look. That I will have to wait maybe a little bit till the weather is a little bit nicer so I can do it outside. But yeah, I just want to make this thing look like beat the fuck up. I'll do some of it on stream. But yeah, it is turning out cool so far. It's hard to show you guys, but like the edges so far are like exactly what I want it. Like this looks so cool to me already. And I want to do the whole thing. I want the whole thing to look scratched up. But the whole thing is I didn't want the insides because I plan to do something else. Have you tried actually beating the fuck out of it? No. Not yet. I'm going to disassemble it later today and then just really just have at it. Such a sick board. I don't really love the 60s. I'm not in the budget. But dude, I think it'd be fun to even just... I mean it's a little bit of an expensive fuck up project. But I think the Gambling Ages stuff is really cool to like screw around with. But then I also had this other fun idea to basically grab different colored paints and then just basically kind of like sponge it on or like scratch it on to make it look like rust and other stuff in other areas. But yeah, I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be cool. And yeah, maybe infilling would be fun too. We'll see how the project goes. I am only going to be doing it for a few minutes a day because I feel like I really want this to turn out nice. Keyboard relic trend? It'd be cool, you know? Would look nice with a raw machined weight. I mean, it would look cool like that too. There's so many good boards right now. It's frustrating, right? It's kind of annoying how many good projects there are right now. It kind of is a little annoying. I hope you're doing well. Just wondering what PCB patina tastes like. Like the plague, I would say. This particular one, like sickness. Adam Savage has some really good videos about weathering props. Ooh, I should take a look. I'm kind of just going through it at my own pace too. Like I had some ideas. I'm not looking up too much. Because I want to experience it. I'm very fortunate that I'm allowed to destroy this keyboard, but I'm also not destroying it. I think it's going to turn out really cool. But like last year, I learned how to flame patina, which wasn't that hard, but it was still cool. Get him, man. Get him. I have to refer to my Excel to see what's inbound now before I buy stuff. Oh, I know, dude. Honestly, that's really smart, though. Gibson Guitars just released a video of their lab where they patina their guitars. Is it worth the watch? I was watching camera videos today. Like, I don't even know why, but I was watching some, like, vintage camera stuff. It's cool to see how those patina, too. All the vintage, like, brass cameras have this really fun patina on it. Which board? Sorry, Sinister? Now I'm leaning towards the Tofu 65. I do enjoy the brighter sound signatures. I know that in the video you used a carbon plate. Is that plate you would recommend? I think it's the most well-rounded plate. That way there, if you do get sick of it too, it can lean a little bit deeper depending on what mount you use and what switches. But I think out of all the plates I've used so far, that did sound the most well-rounded. Do you switch keyboards every day? I mean, I switch like once a week. I try, even though there are keyboards in which, dude, I love some of the keyboards I have. I try to still give all the stuff that I've purchased over the years and, you know, I've put a lot of love and labor into some of the parts that go into these things. So I try to give everything its like fair shot. You know, again, I know that I'm very fortunate that I'm allowed to have all these keyboards, and not allowed, but like just I'm able to have these keyboards. But yeah, I try. Sometimes I leave keyboards for a little bit longer just because I get busy with work. Oh, did I take out one too many wires? I guess I did. Boom. I switch keyboards like every few hours. You know what? We're all a little different, and that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Do you have a wall you display them or just put them away? Some get put on a shelf over here. Some get put on this little backsplash, whatever the hell this thing is. And then I have a cabinet in which they all sit in. Insty's seen it. I think he's like one of 3 people who have seen it. It's not very pretty, but it does the job. Can we see the shelf? I can't really flip my camera, but it's, you know, the IKEA shelves? It's just that. It's just an IKEA shelf. It's just that. I'm being real with you guys. I think I'm at that point. Not that I have the money to do this right now. Bamboo, thank you so much for the Prime. I would love to just not have IKEA stuff. I would love to actually like get some proper shelving because, and there's not much weight on this IKEA shelf, but like the IKEA shelf kind of rocks back and forth sometimes, and like it feels cheap. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like I can't shake the feeling sometimes where I'm just like, like I wish I had something a bit more solid, you know. But I think eventually I'd like to get some proper furniture. Proper furniture. Again, not to throw this into like the woe is me type thing, but like, dude, proper furniture is fucking expensive. So I think if I was to get something right now, the thing I want is just I want a lower shelf so I can actually put tools and stuff in properly. On the topic of distressing keyboards, does a broken-in switch feel or sound better? I actually don't like broken-in switches, but we're all a little different. Some people love them. I think a broken-in switch that has maybe been purposely broken in, like on a machine, never feels natural to me. But yeah, I'm not into them. Yeah, better is also relative. I agree with Annette there too. Proper furniture is fucking expensive. It is. Even, like I told you guys, I've been wanting to switch up that little cube I have, and some of the options I've been looking at are terrifying. I just moved into a house and can't confirm nice furniture is brutal. Dude, we have one piece of nice furniture, which was a table we bought, and that is it. Everything else has been like we've had to make like let's just get something until we can afford it because we need it. But you know, notice, you're right, bro. There's no middle ground. It's either you get, I'm not dissing IKEA because literally all I have is IKEA. It's either you get IKEA stuff or you bite the bullet and buy something really nice. All the middle ground stuff that's priced at middle ground, to me, from my experience of buying it, has been basically IKEA quality. So, well, thrifting ain't the same anymore, man. Thrifting is fucking annoying. Thrifting nowadays is people flipping. That's what thrifting is nowadays. I hate to say it. I hate to be that guy. But yeah, it's just been a nightmare. Let me put this wire back. Thrifting now is, let me go look up what I have and sell it to you for eBay price. That's what thrifting has become. Sometimes I go to like vintage or like thrift stores, and it's just like they have something and I'm like, dude, why is this old part that's kind of like sort of broken the same price as what I'd find on eBay? Estate sales can be nice, but again, I feel like it's so easy to Google things now, and people just want what they see on Google. People want the price they see. Not that that's a bad thing. You are deserving of things, but like, god damn, it's hard, man. Alex, you're so right. My husband and I are both into late 70s, mid-century interior design. Very nice. And trying to find thrifted furniture is insane. dude, we tried. We tried so hard at one point to find nice stuff. You know what? The only thing I will say that you can thrift, and you don't have to think too much about it, is like plates. Plates and glasses, I feel like you can get those for decent prices. Nice furniture is worth it. Just make sure you get versatile stuff. We haven't even started. We have, like I said, we have one nice thing, sort of debatable, I guess. We haven't even started that aspect of our life yet, because some of the furniture we've seen, like for example, a nice TV stand's a few $1,000s, and like, I don't know about you guys, I don't got a few $1,000s to throw at a TV stand. But yeah, some of it, if you take care of your cheaper stuff, it can last a long time, which is what we're doing. We've had, like, other than my work stuff, which has been a little bit of a nightmare, we've been taking care of some of the cheaper stuff we have. It's lasted us, like, we've been together 5 years, and it's lasted us about 5 years for some of it. Why not just manipulate the market by posting your stuff on Google, putting high prices on it, and then go sell it at a thrift store? This guy thrifts. This guy knows what he's doing. Do you lube your furniture? Occasionally, yeah. I put little feet on the bottom so they can slide around. Put little 205 packets, you know. I would love to do woodworking. Don't have the space for it, unfortunately. I would love to. I think if I had a bigger space, dude, that would be something I'd be doing all the time. I guess $400 keyboards probably feel like that too. It's strange to think about, and I've thought about this. Yeah. It is strange, right? But buying a $400 keyboard once a blue moon, because I think realistically, if I was not doing content creation for keyboards, I'd still be into keyboards. But I think I'd probably buy like 3 or 4 keyboards a year. Not all of them will be $400, but I think to me, like, that particular part, like spending that is like just enough of what I'd want to spend on a hobby. Because hobbies can get expensive. 3 or 4 a year? Yeah, I mean, I've always been a hobby guy, Ninja. Like, I'm not even going to front. I've always been a hobby guy. I love hobbies. So I think I'd probably pick up 3 or 4 boards a year or something. Again, they don't all have to be $400, but just to keep myself busy. Like, I don't know. I've always been like that. I've always indulged in hobbies. So, yeah. Before this, it was like audio stuff. At one point, I was really into, I mean, still am into cameras, just not as into cameras as I once was. Yeah, everyone has their thing. Dude, some people spend money on being a foodie, right? I like food, but I'm not really one to go spend money on it all the time. Everyone has the things they love doing. Alex thought, move out of the city and have a woodworking shed in your backyard. That's, you know, one day, maybe we can find a place that's huge and won't cost us an arm and a leg. And then I can just do like keyboard streams, woodworking streams, video game streams, cooking streams. Actually, the other day I cut up chicken thighs into like really small cubes, and I seared them, got a really nice like sear and crust on them, made some rice, made a really nice sauce. And I've been using, not that I've ever done this before, which is like crazy. I've been using mustard a lot in my sauces and stuff now. Even today I used mustard for what I did. But I used it was like a nice honey garlic mustard with a little bit of spice to it. And then put some sesame seeds on top. Dude, it was so good. Honestly, probably one of the nicer dishes I've made in a long time. But yeah, I've been trying new things. Not that I'm a great cook or anything, but like, it's been fun. I think the issue with hobbies is that people tend to yuck the yum of it. To get disinterested to the point of reverting back to a point in their life where they were not at their lowest. My thing with hobbies, in which I've seen people do, and this is again just my opinion, stuff that I've noticed, people tend to get way too involved in their hobbies. Like, to the point where they're getting upset. Like, I hate the stereotype of you've made the hobby your personality, but like truly, like it's there for a reason, you know, that kind of like weird mentality. Like some people do make it their whole identity, which is, again, I get it. But I do think at that point there, it's no longer considered a hobby. It's something a bit more, and I feel like that can yuck your yum as well. So for me, with keyboards, I've seen that happen with people where they take it way too seriously and it becomes something it shouldn't. Keys are not my identity, no. I love keyboards, don't get me wrong. All right. Boom. Will we get more Manta content? Yes. I actually, hold on, wait. One sec. Let me see. What did Bull tell me? Yeah, I probably won't get them earlier than you guys, but I am getting a whole, like, I ordered and should have a bunch of extra Mantas even for myself, but I'll probably just rebuild the ones I have. But the actual, like, finalized production units, 100% I'll be building for you guys too. 100%. Okay, let's put in some switches, some granites. Just gonna reach down and grab them because they're in a big bin. I've been trying keyboard stuff more into my, or tying keyboard stuff more into my work, and it's definitely been a test of how much you can enjoy a hobby. You know, people call me crazy for this too. I love keyboards. I've been doing keyboards like full time for almost 6 years. You know what I still do? If I'm on my laptop, I'm not plugging in a custom keyboard these days. I'm just using the laptop, and then I feel refreshed that like I can enjoy my custom stuff. It's been a nice like, yes, this is what a keyboard, like a good keyboard feels like. So it's been nice. Yeah, we're kind of in a fixed layout here. I think there's a good middle ground. It really is cool to see how passionate people can be for a hobby. And I think you used the right word there. There's passion and there's obsession. And I think it's a fine line that sometimes people cross. I heard the Manta comes with a free compact car. Oh, like Hot Wheels, right? That's what you meant? Sometimes I enjoy my laptop keyboard. Hey man, I've been very vocal about this. I actually don't mind typing on my MacBook, dude. I really don't mind. I think people give the MacBook, some people give the MacBook like a really bad rap, bro. I don't mind it. Little granites on this. I think this will sound nice with the granites. When did you last build a keyboard with clicky switches? I feel like it wasn't too long ago, but I use those Novel Keys clicky ones because they're linear clickies. I don't remember which one it was. What do you think are behaviors that can be classified as obsessive and not passionate? I do have examples. I think it becomes obsessive when you're letting anger dictate your emotional responses when you're hearing news about your hobby. And let's just pretend like you heard that, I don't know, something you didn't participate in, for example, a keycap set, maybe doesn't have a particular layout, and then you're angry about it. I think that you've become a little bit obsessive about like the hobby as a whole, or maybe like what you think the hobby as a whole should be. And I think that's bad behavior. I also think it's obsessive when people get like personally offended, maybe from news that they don't particularly like, you know? But I think like obsession to me equals bad emotional responses for keyboards in particular. So again, if you're kind of having really harsh emotional or bad emotional responses to the point where it's making you feel upset or like you be angry towards others, I think then it's bad. I think passion is being able to deal with the positive and negative emotions and portraying it in a a constructive way to your peers. And I also, maybe in the same vein, I think obsession is when you lose sight that you have peers in your hobby, not enemies, not fucking people you need to prove a point to all the time. I don't know. It's just me. Like when something bad happens for me in the hobby, I'm not running to like the message boards to rant about it, even though it doesn't affect me, because I think I'm understanding that like there's already probably some bad vibes there, and I don't want to contribute more to the bad vibes just because I want to be part of the fucking problem. You know what I mean? All right, let's get some more switches on this. To bathe in the blood of your enemies. Obsession is owning 20 Kohakus and hundreds of GMK sets. I disagree. I think if you have the money and the means to do so, and that makes you happy, that's fine. I think the obsession part is when it cuts into your everyday living. So for example, if you can't actually afford those things, then that's obsession. But if you're like a multimillionaire or you just have the many extra dollars and you're able to like buy 15 really rare keyboards and it not be a problem to you and you just kind of shrug it off, I think that's fair. Like, who am I to tell you what to do with your money? But I will be an advocate of, yeah, if you're trading your month's rent and you're going to be behind on things and put yourself into debt for a hobby, then yeah, maybe I'll be one to be like, are you sure about that? Hit you with that meme, you know what I mean? Hydrate? I would love to. Getting my car repossessed to buy... I mean, getting your car repoed to get a Kohaku? That might be a problem. Didn't you have somewhat of an issue with your spending back in the day as well? Yeah. I mean, that was far before keyboards too. It's weird. I've gotten a lot of stupid criticism about that over the years too. But yeah, dude, I'm very open about that. Before I started doing keyboards, and then even I say like my first 8 months of doing keyboards, I had no money, man. I was just spending money on like dumb shit, on desk accessories, keyboards, just stuff that I thought would make myself happy. And then at one point, I'm like, yo, I actually can't do anything right now because all my money's tied up in junk. And then I realized I should probably budget my stuff better. And like, sure, I had a lot of fun stuff. I had like a cool pair of headphones. I had IEMs. Like I bought other dumb stuff like artisans, stuff like that. I shouldn't say dumb, but just stuff that I didn't need. And it took a while to like actually get myself back on track. It took a while, man. Dude, my artisan collection at the time was crazy, but like honestly, I couldn't afford it. Oh, my hydrate. I need to do that right now. You know what's weird though? At first, I was really good with saving. And then I slipped into this, for many reasons that I don't feel like getting on stream. I just kind of slipped into this like, almost this like layer of like, I think buying this next thing will achieve myself happiness because everyone else so effortlessly has these things and I'm finding it difficult. So maybe if I just get it, I'll understand. And it did not help me at all. It was like this temporary high that I got when I bought something, and then I'd put it down. For example, you know my like, I have this like really cool resin knife that I bought. It was like $300. I thought getting this thing would make me like, I'd stare at it every day. I'd be like, wow, that's the coolest thing. I think it was cool for like 3 days and then I never really touched it. So it took a while to realize that like a more fun thing to do is to kind of shop in your own closet. If you even have, I mean, if you have the opportunity to do that, that's also like a luxury too. And then I think it took a while for me to understand that like there were bigger goals. Yeah, that one there, crummy. There were bigger goals that I should probably focus in on. Because I know this is like the norm, but like, you know what? There is some credit you should probably give to, yeah, you probably should save for rent. You probably should save to move out. You probably should save for a trip down in the future. Like, those experiences probably will be more valuable to you than buying things. Obviously, we're all different. Some people spend money and they're just like, fuck yes, I bought all this shit. And it's like the high that they can ride forever. For me, it wasn't like that. I feel like for a lot of people, like, it wasn't like that too. Also, what really helped too was I stopped consuming a lot of social media. I still post my own stuff. But even back then, I don't think I've talked to you guys about this, but like I posted a lot of like me doing things. Like I'd go out and like make like a little video and post on Instagram stories, and like I'd post like things I got in the mail and be like, look at this, guys, I got this. You know, I stopped. I don't remember even the last time I did that. Other than some camera stuff that I've been very proud, like major milestone purchases for like cameras, I don't do any of that stuff anymore. I think that's also helped me so much in the long term, is to just stop contributing to this like jealousy, like look at me type thing. Like, it's almost been humbling in a way, you know? Thank you, Scott. Appreciate the prime. Thank you. Because, you know, I do think, you know, there's value in being a bit more personal with your stuff. There is value in it. With the current state of our lives where everything is fucking Glassdoor. Everything, dude. I do feel like the whole, let me take a moment and just share this with me, my partner, whatever, even if it's just yourself. I do think there's value in that. So, it's less of a look at me and more of like living in the moment, trying to capture the magic, which is fine. And I know I've had conversations with friends too, where they're just saying, oh yeah, like I'm just capturing the moment type thing. And I think this is kind of where it didn't work for me, where I would capture the moment and share it back, when I was doing that. But then it became a numbers game where it's like, you get this high of like, who looked at my stuff? Did this person look at it? Did so-and-so like it? So it's a nice idea of trying to capture the moment. So nice. But sometimes it gets a little bit muddied. False High, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate you. It does get a little muddied, huh? Because you want to think it's done in good spirits. I wish it had closed captions. Is the closed captions not working, guys? It should be working. Let me double check. I know. It's a very timely screen name. Let me see. Let's see. Closed captions. Not available. What the fuck? Why not? Okay, I will have to figure out why. So nice.
The best keep streamer.
Hold on a moment. Thank you very much, Bruno. I appreciate you. It might be because the dual stream. It was working there for a little bit. I mean, I see it's installed. Hold on, let me see something. Tools. Plugin manager. Oh, the plugin is outdated. That's why. I updated my OBS probably, last week? So it probably hasn't been running for a week. I have to go figure out the plugin being up to date now. I apologize. That's on me. Thank you, Bruno. Appreciate the prime. Yeah, I'll have to go figure it out. I will get closed captions working again for you guys. How dare you update? Ugh, dude, I honestly never update. Well, I had to update. It was one of those things where it was like a security thing, so. And it's still mod, unfortunately. He's been doing a decent job, so until he screws up. Until he messes it all up again. God damn. When did KBD fans add a tip screen at checkout? How did American tip culture make its way to China? Josh, what's crazy is even I always forget to turn this off by default. PayPal now has a tip thing too. So sometimes I remember I just click the off button, but like it's every transaction now. At one point it was off by default. Now it's like on by default as well. Everything has tip functions now. PayPal has it. I think literally everything has it. I mean, PayPal could just have it. Maybe it's not even KBD fans. Maybe it's just baked into PayPal. So, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the Prime. Thank you again, Bruno, False High, Scott, Bamboo. Thank you guys all so much, man. Love the content. I got a quick question for you. I've got my first key cult and the product box was damaged in shipping. I don't know how I feel about this. One part of me is upset because value/key cult. The other is saying who cares, it's just a box. I'm on team, it's just a box. Trust me, I've had boxes get damaged. But you know what? At the same time, I get you, bro. It's part of the experience. I get it. How bad is it damaged? But it's one of those things where it's like, I guess I'd be more grateful that it's just the box and not the keyboard. Things happen in transit. Nothing we can do. It's just, it is what it is. But I think there's a part of me that'd be like, well, the box did its job. It did its job. It made the keyboard come to you not damaged, I suppose. Yeah, if there's like a huge hole in it or something, for sure, I'd be a little annoyed. But that's why I'm so conflicted. Yeah, I know, right? Is it terrible damage? Patinaed key cult box? A little bit, huh? Yeah, I think I'm with Cy on this. Shit happens in shipping. I've seen it all, man. I've seen, dude, oh my God, some of the shit that's come to my door has been like, I don't even know. It's like the worst shit ever. Take it from me though, Scott. I ordered a chair. My very first big boy furniture purchase ever in my entire life, and probably the last one for a long time because I have never ordered something like this in the past ever again. I ordered a Herman Miller. Which one was it again, guys? It was the Embody. It was the Herman Miller Embody. The FedEx guy took it, and I lived at my parents' at the time. And me and my mom were waiting by the door, and all the guy does is he like smacks his side 2 times and then throws it over his shoulder. He didn't actually do that, but he probably did. But I did watch him basically take it from the truck. Instead of using the lowering gate they had because they were just in a rush, he chucked it off of it. And though we have it on video, we had it on video too, but like he just dropped it, and the thing, you heard it snap. We opened the box, and even though the box was in fine condition, the whole, when I posted photos about it, because like they wouldn't give me a refund at the time, the whole spine of the chair was cracked. And let me tell you, I was bummed. And that's one of those situations, Scott, where like I wish it was just the box and not the product. Long story short, if you guys care about that story, they offered to ship me out a new one. They shipped it out, and basically the same thing happened. But this time I didn't open the box because I didn't want to deal with it. A different FedEx delivery driver suplexed it off the side of the truck again, and I went outside and I was like, I am not accepting this. Take it back. Like, I am not. Like, I don't even want to know what's inside this box and what you did to it. And they got upset. They took it back, and then Herman Miller essentially said because I didn't want to take the replacement, I I think they only gave me like 40% off of my purchase. And it was this whole thing. Me and my dad ended up using like this special plastic glue. And we got the chair to like work, but it's fucking ugly. But yeah, anyways, that was the story with that. Terrible experience. I'm never shopping there again. I haven't opened the keyboard yet. I don't think there'll be damage. I don't think so either. The key colts are pretty like, they're pretty nicely packed. But yeah, my thought process, Scott, if it's really bugging you, reach out. I don't think novel keys can really do anything, or key cult can really do anything there. That's a shipment thing, unfortunately. But I guess there's their perspective of, at least hopefully it's not the keyboard. It's just the box. But I get it, man. It's also that experience of unboxing something new. I totally understand, dude. Yeah, I don't even have the Embody chair anymore. I think there's like bad vibes that I had with that chair, so I gave it to my dad, actually. I'm using a chair that my girlfriend got when there was like a business going out of... You know, the best way to buy chairs, honestly, is
Speaking of chairs, I've used a Works AV4 gaming chair for over 2 years now, and it still looks and feels the same way when I first got it. Am I doing something wrong? I thought gaming chairs turn to dust after 2 years.
No, that's just DX Racer chairs. A DX Racer's turn to dust. That's the only one that turns to dust. Oh yeah, all these parts. Okay. And then gloves, which I'm not going to be using. All right. I don't cut I cut the top of my hair sometimes. My girlfriend has pretty much taken up cutting the sides of my hair. I don't think I would be good at shaving the sides of my hair. Dude, it saves us money, man. Cutting your hair is, at least for me, whenever I go for a cut, it's like $35 to $40. So we've been doing it as much as we possibly can. My DX Racer, my very first gaming chair, which my very first and last gaming chair, lasted 2 years before it fell apart. It was awful. Damn, 2022. That's crazy. I think this is just a patch. This is the badge that goes in the front, and these are feet. Yeah, these are feet. All right, so these are the gaskets, which I think we'll put on the plate. And then we got to figure out how this goes. Let me just quickly use the restroom. I've been overhydrating. One sec, guys. Be right back. Man, God, I gotta say, walking in the snow and all this, like, it's been hard on my legs are like sore. I walk a lot, and I'm just like, oh my God, the snow has been crazy. It's like walking through dense water, almost. I don't know, like sludge. It's been pretty bad. All right. Oh boy, how does this go? So this is the bottom. This is the weight, the foot, I guess. Snow, dense water? Damn. Unintentional, but basically, yeah. So this is the bottom. That we'll do last. I think we can do that last. And now we got to figure out all this. So these are the top layers, in which go this way. I think it's like this. That would make the most sense. 91 baby falling apart? No. We ain't falling apart. No one's falling apart. That's not what's happening. I'm just getting a little old. Let's see. Let's go to the website. Ivy Works. So now look at it and see what it looks like. Dense snow, aka water. You know what, Jeff? You are right. You are right, bro. You are correct on that one. All right, so that does go on top. All right, and then right under that is the gasket one. So this would go underneath it like this, and then the other ones go underneath. Like that. Oh wait, we'll have to align these properly. So this gets flipped, and then these get flipped too. Boom. All right, we got it. We got the general shape here. This is stacked acrylic, yeah. Do I game? I feel like I've been playing video games these days. Glad to finally catch you live. Thank you, Lewis. Does he watch your uploads on YouTube? Thank you. I try to even stream on YouTube these days. So do I have to organize this one too? So this is the bottom one for sure, because there's the feet layout here. I think this gets put in last now. Still rocking the Steam Deck? Yeah, I haven't been playing much at all, other than, I mean, I've been playing Arc Raiders up until like a few days ago. I think I'm a little burnt out on Arc Raiders right now. Keep it a buck with you guys. A little burnt out on it. What else? We just started playing Hightail. That's been fun. I don't know how long that's going to last though, because there's not a whole hell of a lot to do in Hightail. It's not like the game is super crazy out there for content yet. And I think that's really it. Do you have some furniture attack? What happened? Wait, do you have... When did the last time you have some furniture attack your toes? All the time, man. I'm awful with that shit. All the time. Alright, now this is the most difficult part about this. Getting these standoffs through the acrylic is nerve-wracking. But as long as we can get one to start, the rest should go in easily. Just realized that me building my DK1 while watching you build means I have to disassemble my classic TKL. It'll be my first board that I will keep disassembled. Why are you keeping it disassembled? If you have any ROMs, putting EmuDeck on the Steam Deck is amazing. Okay, I need to figure out how to properly get EmuDeck working. I've actually been having a little bit of trouble trying to get it running. But I'm actually... and then the other ROM I actually want to go... Funny enough that you say that too. I reinstalled Pokemon Unbound this morning. That fan ROM. Because I actually hadn't played through it as much as I want. I was playing through the other one. I forgot the other one's name now. Oh my god, this is hard to push through here. Please do, Crummy. Okay, maybe we just need to get the corners done here. The corners get done, and then I think we should be in a good spot. But these standoffs are a pain. Bear with me, guys. Like I said, these standoffs are not fun to put in. I don't know why the standoffs are always so thick compared to the acrylic, but it seems to be a common trend in these things. Stacked acrylic's always been a bit of a pain in the butt to do, to be honest with you. Always been a bit of a pain. I don't personally love it. Alex judging the standoffs and how thick they are. Yeah, my bad, my bad. I shouldn't do that, right? Very wrong of me. I got 2 in. There we go. Starting to get everything aligned. It's really just getting a few aligned here. All right. It's 3. If I can get this corner piece in, I think the rest should just fall into place easily. I'd break something. Yeah, it's a little stressful. I'm glad you stream on YouTube. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I'm glad I stream everywhere too. Twitch will always be my home. I don't know. I think Twitch is a fun platform to stream on, but branching out, you know. All right, now they're gonna go in easy. I hope. Slightly easy, slightly. Usually watch on YouTube, but want to show more support here. Thanks, False. I mean, I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys just watching. The subs and memberships and all that stuff are all extra. Like, I will always appreciate that, but just thanks for being here and just chilling, and hanging out. Times are tough right now anyways. I get it. Send you a direct link on Discord. Thank you, Crummy. Tweezer abuse? I know. Do you always install the stand-ups on the board? I never put stand-ups on PCBs. But on these, you have to. These acrylic boards. These are sadly a must. But, like I said, not fun to put these things in. Sometimes if the acrylic is not 100%, which I can tell, for example, this one here really isn't, they don't really slide in very nicely. Like that one there is perfect. That slid in great. Dude, this board was always on my wish list too. This was a bit of, not a grail for me, but I think there was a small part of me that just really wanted this thing. Gotta get these last few in here. Just don't want the acrylic to crack. Spitting with, yeah, okay there, buddy. Hi, how you doing, Dizzy? Use some of that lube. I don't think Choza would like that. Okay, it's just these 2 corner pieces, which they're sitting a bit on an angle, which is a bit annoying. All right, slightly getting this through. It was the IV in the suit that made me think, holy shit, keyboards can be like that. Dude, I need to repair my suit. Some of the switches, unfortunately, the films on what, I can't even remember what films they were, but they like disintegrated to the point where I can't actually use the keyboard anymore. All right, what is going on with these 2 standoffs in the corners? So these 2 standoffs are just being pains in the asses. Everything else went through perfectly. Just these 2. Just got to figure out why these are not aligning at all. I'm not sure. I'd get fed up and take out the hammer. No, I don't want to break the acrylic. But like I said, a bit odd that they're not aligning properly. piss off, actually. Once we get this in, I'll just screwing everything in. The build's done. What the? How you doing, V-Dub? A bench vise? Acrylic might crack, but who cares? Well, I think Chozo might care a little bit. Chozo might care just a smidge. Let me just take off this bottom layer here. Did Bull ever stream in the Manta costume? No. He's going to stream one of the production ones in a Manta costume. He said pinky promise, so we have to hold him to it. This is a little weird. All right. This one finally went through. Thank gosh. We got one, sort of. Now the other one. Every time I watch someone build stacked acrylic. Okay, we got the other one too now. Perfect. Okay, now we're just gonna make them flush. Zany, how are you?
I hope you didn't think that I left you in the rain, you handsome mustache man.
I
Work
did.
has been hectic and I had to make some lifestyle changes for this year. I have missed
I'm
a
glad
lot
you
and
got
would
those
revisit
changed.
all once I have everything settled on. Anyways, if yellow has no bones, how come trees have ice cream and cars have no shoes? Because if cat equals 2 then green should equal banana. But what if I threw a through at you but you at wouldn't at you but you at? Perchance?
If yellow has no bones, how come trees have ice cream and cars have no shoes? I've missed you, Zany. I've really missed you. I don't know exactly what you said. Bro is hearing colors. But I'm sure Zany had some deep meaning with that. We're almost done, guys. This last little bit just needs to get pushed through. We just kind of have to keep nudging our way into this. It's almost there. God damn, they really made this tough to do. I've yet to own PC or acrylic. Any suggestions on 60%? Is the, what's that 60% PC board? The Kronos? Is that still out? The Kronos, maybe? Okay, one second. We try something here. We try this, actually. Envoy? Is the Envoy PC still around? Alright, got it. Just wanted to use something cushioned. Oh, god damn, that was insanely tough to do. We did it, guys. We did it. Garren? Is there a PC Garren? I don't recall. All right, then the really long screws get used for this. We'll do this part last. How does a stacked acrylic change the sound? Imagine just like a plastic board. Like it's a plastic board with a slightly plastic sound signature. Oh, there's one little small piece of dust here. It's pissing me off. So a bit plasticky in a sense. All right, let's start putting this together now. Now, this part I think just screws in. There's a PC board from Somewhat Small Designer. Singa PC Unicorn? Never heard of that one. It sounds really nice. It sounds really lovely though. Okay, I think it's this screw. I think we're getting too into niche designers though. Oh, dude, the agar? Very true. Can't forget about the agar. That's the badge. Now let's actually put the gaskets on the plate. The reason why I'm doing on the plate opposed to on the stacked acrylic is because we don't want to see any of the adhesive. So we're gonna try to avoid that by just putting it here. Jans, thank you so much for the Prime. So nice. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I received a very loose-fitting switch tester today. Any tricks to make it fit tighter? Damn, I actually have never tried. Maybe something like saran wrap around it, but you shouldn't need to do that. Where'd you buy it from, Notice? I feel like that's actually a problem. The glass bottom 60 you built? Oh, the one from Helheim Design? Or are we talking about like the Zoom series stuff? Oh, Amazon? Maybe saran wrap? Maybe something like plastic to help fill the gaps? That's a toughie. Even stopped to put my groceries away to watch a YouTube video. Alex still isn't done. To be fair, I have no excuse. Leave me alone. You know what, Gingy? I have no good excuse to give you why I'm still streaming. Other than I just want to hang out with you guys and I'm building a keyboard. Would you rather me get off? Should I leave? Yeah, we had to do one extra stab today, Gingy. That's why. I enjoy watching your videos, even though your preferences in sound are very different. Your thoughts on build quality and such I found valuable. Thank you, VT. You know, I think that's really important too, to realize that we have differences in sound preferences. Because not everyone thinks the same. Oh, camera's tweaking again? Ah, shit, my bad, guys. I actually have a question for you guys. Have you guys watched a K-drama called Newtopia? For those who have, did you like it? I saw a trailer for it today, and I'm not gonna lie, I really want to watch it. Did you like it, Chief? Weird as shit? Oh, is it weird? I'm Korean but never watched a K-drama. I watched the occasional ones. I really like Korean like dramas with like apocalypse stuff, like end of world stuff. It's always so much fun. It's a fun watch though. Okay. Curious about the Tofu 3.0 versus a Neo 65. So I think my pretty much my prevalent thought on this. I don't think you're gonna go wrong with either choice. First and foremost. However, I do think you're gonna get more build options, build sounds, whatever you want to call it, out of the Tofu. But from a pure value perspective, you probably cannot beat the value you're probably going to get out of something like the Neo. The Neo is going to be a tough one to beat. I would even wholeheartedly say that... oh, look at that, looks cool. The Neo pretty much wins, hands down, when it comes to pure value. There's not much to argue about there. Little imperfections on the acrylic here. I guess from peeling off those adhesives. Okay. So we gotta do short screws here. Utopia? What is that about? Watch it and find out. Have you seen it though? Is it good? Is the camera breathing still happening? I'm sorry guys if it still is. We're not going to go too crazy tight on this. Seems fine now? Okay. I don't know what keycap set we're going to put on. I almost feel like a gray keycap set would look really pretty on this. Just something very bland and gray. But we'll see. Oh boy. I don't like the way this one thing is still sitting here. There we go. Got it. Need your help. Razer keyboard with gamer RGB out of the ass or clicky switches on Kohaku. Let me weigh the options here. Razer board with gamer RGB or clicky switches or Kohaku. Clicky switches. Can the Kohaku, bro? What if one night you're gaming late and you can't see what's underneath the desk or on your keyboard? Kohaku ain't gonna help you, brother. The Kohaku, you're not gonna see shit on that board. Obviously, the Razer is gonna win that one there. I don't think that's a fair competition for the Kohaku. I think that's easily Razer hands down. Really not fair to the Kohaku. I retired my OG 8008 last night. They shine so bad they were almost reflective. That's unfortunate. Sad day. Razer salesman. You know, Razer doesn't make that bad of a product, man. Out of all the gaming brands, I actually don't mind Razer's stuff. What's going on here? Razer and Ducky, I think, are my two favorite. I think Ducky makes some good stuff too. Alright, this is pissing me off, this one. That might be too short of a screw, maybe? What happened to Glorious? Sometimes I don't know. Other times I don't care. Most of the times I don't care though. Most of the times. Okay, let's put this on now. I'll put the feet on last, I guess. Oh, there's still some like the adhesive. And I'll go in and open this up and clean that up later. Alright, so now a few more of these screws here. Was it the expensive numpad that finally put them under for Glorious? Maybe it was their bad attitude. Maybe it was their pathetic customer service. I'm not sure. I'm really uncertain. Did you change your lighting super bright where chat is showing? Oh, no, but it's probably just... I usually have desk pads and stuff, which probably helps with that. Is it too bright? You know what, I could just like put a little shadow underneath. It kind of is bright, huh? I'll do that for next time. I wonder if you can add a drop shadow effect. I probably will. I mean, I've done that for the just chatting area, so I don't see why I couldn't do it for this area too.
You know, Razer probably has the ability to put out keyboards with the same quality as we have in the hobby since they are a private company. I'd kiff the higher ups actually care though.
I don't think they're even a brand at this point anymore. I would be hard pressed to like... I don't even think they operate the same way as they used to. I think most of the guys who ran that business have long gone. All right, now the next tricky part is getting this all through. Acrylic boards. Oh boy. There's no drop shadow on it right now, if in case you guys are wondering. The just chatting one, this scene has a drop shadow. Oh no, this scene. This has a drop shadow, as you guys can see. I put a shadow on this one. But not on the other one. I gotta fix that. Do you know what the next key machine drop is? I do, but I can't tell you. Come on, guys, I can't tell you what it is. Unless Mike's already told you guys. Come on. Spill the tea? No, I can't. Mike told me? Oh, did he? Mike definitely told us, just believe me. It's okay, Alex. It's Chladni 2. It's not Chladni 2, I'll tell you that much. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening here? What the hell? Why isn't that sitting nicely? This one's sitting nicely. Or is it? Alright, let's back this out right now. It's not a GMK set. Yeah, guys, I can't tell you guys what it is. What the heck? God damn. You guys hear that? That's because there's this one layer of acrylic with like threading or something in it. The weirdest shit. Pet, pretty bird. Yeah. Baby bird of some sort. It's just hanging around, doing its thing. We're almost done though, look. It sounds like I'm torturing a hamster. First for everything, I guess. Oh boy. Hold on a second. I see. One of these layers just flipped upside down, I think. What happened to the bird that was outside your window? Was there one? Oh, you're talking about when I was at the condo. At my old place. There used to be a pigeon that would hang out. It was real annoying. How dare you auto-mod legitimate conversation? Hey man, that wasn't me. Oh my god, this is actually like a pain in the ass to screw in and out. Yeah, there was a pigeon at my old place that would sit next to my window and poop everywhere. It was actually really annoying. There we go. I mean, I love birds in general. You know, I do. I don't understand why this needs to be threaded in. Why doesn't this just drop in? This is so strange. I don't think I've ever built the acrylic foot on this. I think I've mainly just built the other foot, the steel foot or whatever. You guys don't worry, the birds are still here with us. I hate them, but they're so smart, underrated birds. Pigeons? Oh my lord. Alright, there's one. As an engineer, they should absolutely not be threaded. Yeah, I don't get why they are. There's no need, because they're gonna thread into this standoff. They should just literally drop in, but they're not doing that. I think they're also slightly oversized too, the screws. Oh boy. Are Kiwi Tangerine Switch discontinued? Yes. I'm pretty positive they are. I mean, there still might be some like AliExpress stores that carry them. Unfortunate. I actually really didn't mind Tangerine Switches. But very unfortunate. The Verge had an interview with Razer's CEO at CES recently. It was a pretty rough listen. Lots of AI talk naturally. But I was using the Huntsman V2 AK last week and it felt pretty good. Their boards have come a long way in just recent years. I also feel like their boards have come a long way. The only thing from Razer that I didn't love, I reviewed, what was it, the new one with the screen there, the 75, I don't remember what it's called, the Black Widow or something. I felt like their marketing on how they tried to sell the screen made no sense. And I still feel like they need to kind of better their internal chassis a bit. I do feel like it's a little bit meh. Or a lot meh. It's probably the Black Widow Pro then, yeah. Like, I think not only them that did that, but I'm pretty positive Asus did that as well. Asus has been like, their custom board scene has been way too expensive for what you're getting. The features that they're putting in, it's just like not good features either. All right, we did it, guys. We did it. Here is the AV4 IV Works. You can see the standoffs and stuff, how they all work. It's cool. I like it. It's pretty neat. This little guy here. I mean, I definitely need to take some photos of this. This looks cool. I do love it too. Like, it looks good on the desk. I don't know what to put up for keycaps for this though. It looks tough though. It looks tough. Wish they did a machined version of this. That would be cool. They did like a half machined version. They had like a metal weight, I think. Like I said, I don't remember building the acrylic foot on this. I think there's one with like a metal foot. All right, so let's think. Keycap sets. Let's put this back for Chozo. This all belongs with his stuff. The box you go. X-ray on this? Do I have X-ray available? Let me go see. I don't know if I have it ready to put on a keyboard. But I will do my check. I will see if I do. That is not it. I don't think I have it, guys. Hold on, let me check. What about BB-8? Oh, that would be fun. I don't know where that is. I need to go find that too. Hold on. I'm just seeing if I can find what board and stuff X-rays on. I thought I had it on. Maybe I'm wrong. Dang, where did I put my X-ray set? Is that it? Don't have it on there either. What the hell? X-ray, X-ray. Must have put it away somewhere. I love the Red and Boom Clash. It's because I'm moving things. I'm moving things and I'm trying to be like fast as I do it too. Hold on a second. I can never move this thing here. Is that it? No. Oh, I think I see it actually. I do. Is this it? It is. Okay. We will use X-ray, I suppose. Put my desk back at its height. The camera, it moved? Oh no, it's because my standing desk gets in the way of one of my shelves. I don't know if this is all of it though. Is this the one that I painted myself? I think so. So that's this other set. All right. We are good. We can use X-ray if you guys want. I'm pretty sure it should all be in here. All right. Little Matthew Encina set. Can't hate on it. Can't ever hate on it. It's so good. Guess let's use these first. From whom are these keycaps? This is, I think KBD Fans was the main vendor, but Matthew Encina was the designer. I don't know if there's more of these still in stock. What size is your standing desk? I got like the biggest one available. Speaking of nice furniture, in my streaming setup, I've pretty much made a lot of like budget cuts, but the desk I felt like I finally had to like really put some money into the desk because I've kind of just been through desks. I have a set on the Discord. Oh, okay. Wish has one too if you guys want to buy it from him. It is Ergon Office. I always forget the name. Ergon Office. 4, 5, 6, 7. Is Mr. Chozo still here? I know it's been a bit of a longer stream. I don't blame him if he dipped out. Actually, this does look cool with X-ray already. I'm vibing. I'm vibing. Good call, guys. Where do you get your keycaps from, and what is the best type of keycaps besides ceramic? Well, ceramic is cool. And I think this becomes, so Ecstasy, this is a very personal question. because people will have different preferences, because keycaps all have, I mean, depending on the material, have different sound profiles. Even sometimes the same material, but different brands, due to like things like thickness and stuff like that, all have different sound profiles. What I will say though, I personally like GMK. GMK is my favorite. Some people might not agree with that. Some people might think I'm a bit of a GMK simp. So be it. I like my GMK keycaps. Oh, this is not where these go. Wrong spots. GMK is life. I do like my GMK stuff. It's always served me well. Have you tried SW beige? Or SWG beige? It is so good, dude. Yes to that. I have used it recently. I'm all for this new Swag Keys ABS. It's real nice. Real nice. I want to see more sets. I'm for it, bro. I'm for it. Five. There we go. I hope I have all the keys here. That's the S. I'm having trouble seeing these. I feel like I might be missing a few keys. And if that's the case, then I apologize. I think we're good though. I think all the rest is in here. I think we're good. Why is here? Okay, we're good. Pretty sure we're good. Maybe we are missing one singular cap. Maybe, but we'll find out. I think I used this for like a 40% build at one point. Do we have space bars actually in this? No, this is the set, not the new set that Matthew sent over. It's the original set that he sent. Okay, so we need this, 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 and then we need what am I looking for? I guess that's just also a shift key, right? I don't unfortunately have them all painted. I think we experimented with different colors at one point. I think that's what I did, just to paint them different colors. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. This one, I guess. And then the step caps. Okay, I'll just put this here for now. And then I need, let's just put this in here. Perfect, we are good. You remember that pancake? Cool. Actually, that does look pretty dope. This is a fun choice. This was a fun choice. I'll give you guys that. This is a cool choice. It does look really nice on this. It does look clean, yeah. Damn. Put that here. Actually, this frees up one of my containers. Does this have like RGB on it? I can't remember. Looks like a render. Very kind of you, RV. Oh yeah, it does have RGB. You know, this looks pretty cool, guys. I'm not gonna lie. With the RGB on, let's quickly see. This load up in VIA, right? Authorize AV4. Oh, it doesn't. Do I need a JSON file? Oh shit, does it? I don't know all the key commands. Let's see if it loads up in Vile. Oh, let's see, start Vile Web. Thank you, Lazarus. Okay, I guess we do need the JSON file. All right, let's go back to VIA. Connect it, and let's go to design. And then let's go to downloads. Okay, did that work? One error. V2 definition. So is this the old one? Do I have to use... Okay. One sec, guys. I am doing my best to make this work. Is this not... Do I have to flash it? Oh boy. I might have to flash this. I'll do that later because... Let's see, download hex. Yeah, I might have to just do that on my Windows computer. Is it really not going to just... 5 errors? Alright. Let me see something. No sound test yet. No, I'm just trying to get it to load up and this here. Oh man, it's okay. Let me see something quick. Let's what buttons which here? That's left alt. Is there no Windows key here? See, I want to reconfigure it so it works on my Mac, but there's no Windows key. All right, let me just try to flash it real quick, guys. QMK toolbox. So maybe sometimes if we hold a certain button, it'll load into bootloader. Not always though. All right, there we go. So now we can try to flash it really quick. Flash. Okay, now we can type in good. Let's see, let's try to load the JSON file, connect. Got it. Nope, it's like half broken still. Oh my God, for real? Okay, at least it loads into VIA now. Like you can set the layouts and stuff, but the lighting panel doesn't work. Which is a little annoying. Hold on one sec, guys. Yeah. Should we just try Vile? File load. Download. Nope, doesn't work in Vile either. All right, let me do something real quick. So this is set to layer, and then this is... There we go.
I find that VIA is always broken, but Vile always works flawlessly for me.
Okay, we got it. We can now move it around and stuff. I just need to know exactly which keys were which in the key binding area. Oh, that looks sick. Yeah, dude, VIA is just always in the weird spot these days. VIA is just like in a strange issue area. Purple, yeah. I mean, we have lots of options to pick here. All right, dude. Chozo, this looks sick. I gotta say. Dude, this turned out great. I think the LEDs look great on this. All right, let's see how this sounds with the granite switches in it. You know what? It's an FR4 plate. X-ray sounds really good on this. The granites did a pretty good job of this board too. It's not like overly sharp, which I think is kind of nice. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take some pictures of this. This looks so good. It's actually really nice. I would totally take that as my office key. It's a little bit lighter, which is, I think, good. But it still has like a nice bright sound, but like not over pronounced. Pretty comfy type too. Do they still sell this board at all? I'm not gonna lie, this is real nice. Do they still have any more of this on the website? I don't know what Ivy Works has been doing. I think the Umbro was the last one they did. You have to go to MM? Oh, that sucks. I mean, this looks dope. Ooh, the green's kind of fun, too. I think this is like a rainbow setting. Oh, here's a rainbow setting. Let's see from the top down. Cool. I mean, I'm into this. The Umbro just shipped. Oh. Yeah, no, this turned out great. I think you're really gonna like this in person, Chozo. Good start to the chapter of Chozo. We have a lot of keyboards over the next like 2 or 3 weeks for Chozo here, so gotta say, Chozo, this turned out good, man. I'm real happy with this. I don't know what color looks best on this though. Maybe just, I don't like that. Okay, I don't like this at all. I don't like these effects. Maybe just like leave it on a solid color. I don't know, there's so much shit to cycle through. I kind of like it just like this. If I'm seeing X-ray sets affordable, that means they're fake. I mean, X-ray wasn't a very expensive set. X-ray wasn't like hundreds of dollars. I think, how much was X-ray? Like, I think it was less than 90, wasn't it? It wasn't expensive though. 98? Yeah. Cool. Very fun build tonight. I'm so happy with this. This turned out great. I was a little nervous the granites were going to be too light. You know what's crazy? I don't even think my cameras are doing this justice. Like the saturation of the color here. This turned out really good. I'm really happy with this, guys. Very, very happy. I mean, you can kind of see, like, look how much light is being produced. You can see it reflecting off this keyboard a little bit. Even just little bits here on this metal hinge. Cool. Very cool. Well, this was fun. Actually, does it look any different if I put it like... I don't know, I guess my camera's not going to do a great job in the face cam area. Alright though, guys. Bit of a longer build tonight, as expected. Acrylic's always a bit of a pain, but it's well worth it. It's always fun. I'm real happy with this, man. By the way, Alex, what's up, Chozo? Tell me. Like your streams, man. Always love a good Canadian content creator. Thank you, Boring Accountant. I appreciate you, man. I mean, I can show you guys with the lights off, too. Hold on. Let me show you guys. I have a streamer friend who's interested in in getting with you about a custom board. Absolutely, my friend. Tell him to, honestly, the easiest is just send me an email. Oh, dude, look how killer that looks. This is exactly how I'm seeing it, by the way. Like, the camera's actually doing this justice. That's literally what I'm seeing, so that's cool. I mean, this looks not real. That's crazy, man. You could pick up so many chicks with that, for real, bro. Cool. Very, very nice. Very happy with this overall. Good board. Good board. They need to run this again. This can't be expensive to make. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to call it a night. I'm getting real sleepy, and I want to finish lubing these switches, these MX Blacks here. So I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope we get some more stacked acrylic this year. That'd be fun. Let's go find someone to raid. I don't know who's online right now, but I guess we'll find out. Anyone doing keebs is the question. Mr. Diego is building a tofu. We can go raid Mr. Diego. Oh wow, he's looking hella cute today too. What the hell? Let's go raid Mr. Diego. Let's see, let's see. He has his Teja sweater on? Damn. Is he almost done? No, he's not done yet. He's putting the last few keycaps on. Alright, you guys enjoy Mr. Diego's stream. Tell him I say hello. I'm probably just going to raid and dip here, but have a good one. Love you. See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's the NV70, and we're using some new switches too. Good night, everybody. Love ya.